So Rivals has been out for a while, and personally I've now been playing for over a year, which I guess isn't all that impressive. Most people came to the game in Season 1, but technically I played 2 games in Season 0, so ha. But something that I thought would be fun is just to look back on the different limited time modes Rivals has put out and just give my thoughts on them. Starting with the Lunar New Year soccer mode from last year, I'm gonna be honest, I was too caught up in just the base game to play it, and it really didn't seem to be all that fun, which seems to be the general consensus even among people who did play it. But moving on to Clone Rumble, this one was actually fairly enjoyable. It wasn't anything groundbreaking, but it was still in the era where everyone was having a lot of fun with the game. For the most part, full Jeff lobbies were very common, and it was just a hilarious mode in general, so for me, probably a solid 6 or 7 out of 10. Now the next one was the Big Head mode, and I don't have nearly as fond memories. It was definitely fun for the first few games, but the big thing that kinda ruined it for me was the character leaderboards for the titles, because they were unbelievably sweaty. And the worst part was I put the time and effort in trying to get top 10 Groot just to get 11th. I kid you not. So for that one, I'd probably have to give it like a 4 or 5, but after that comes what I would consider the big 3 of the LTMs, and that starts with Ultron's Battle Matrix. Now my opinion on this one is probably pretty unpopular, but I actually really liked this mode. A lot of people didn't like how long and sometimes boring the games were, but that was just the problem of it being an entirely different game in the game. My personal biggest criticism of the mode is just that it didn't really go anywhere. I feel like an update or a balance patch for the mode would have been cool, but at the end of the day, the mode just really wasn't popular. And maybe I just remember it fondly rather than it actually being a good mode, but I still give it a 9 out of 10. But next was what I think most people would consider their biggest LTM, which was the Marvel Zombies mode. Now I'll just say it, this mode was pretty good. Most of the levels were casual enough to the point where you could just turn off your brain and have fun, and the mode was just really enjoyable in general. But for being the biggest mode, it definitely had its flaws. Bugs, unfun gimmicks, balancing, and Nightmare 4 was just not as enjoyable as the levels leading up to it. But it was still very good, so I'd give it maybe an 8 out of 10. And last but not least is the improved Jeff's Winter Splash event. Now I'm not sure if this is an unpopular opinion or not, but this mode was actually my favorite one. The map was amazing, the roles were fun and seemingly well balanced, and it just perfectly struck the balance of casual fun and skill potential. And I think out of all of them, I definitely had the most fun with this one, and thus I personally give it a 10 out of 10. But which one of the modes did you enjoy the most?